y nos estamos preparando porque este es el panel de Forging Eternia o Forjando a Eternia. Los responsables, Damon ahí está enfrente, ahorita se van a presentar y vamos a tener un montón de cosas acá. Una vez terminando, vamos a correr allá al lado porque van a develar o van a revelar lo que tienen como sorpresa. Oh, sí. Y no se pueden quejar de la toma porque estamos precisamente al lado de que van a grabar todo el panel y tenemos una muy buena vista.
Everybody, welcome to the Mattel here at San Diego Comic-Con. We're so excited that you are joining us. My name is Trisha Hirschberger. I am thrilled to be moderating our Mattel Creations panel today with the Masters of the Universe team. Let's give them a round. I know you all are so busy, so thank you for dedicating your time to be here with us and to be here with the fans today. We're going to pull back the curtain a little bit on the creative minds behind Motu, hear directly from the design, packaging, and marketing team as they dive into exciting reveals, because we will have some of those today. Get a first look at upcoming Origins figures, and explore where the franchise is headed next. Yay. Whether you are a longtime fan or you're new to Eternia, this is your front row seat to the future of Motu. So welcome, everybody. First, let's go ahead and introduce our panelists. I will let you all introduce yourselves. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do with your work on Masters of the Universe.
Hey guys, I'm Damon Nee. I'm the Senior Design Director on Masters of the Universe. I've been privileged to lead this team for a little over 3 years, and tapping into my fandom as a child, playing with these toys back in the 80s. So I've been a long-time fan, but I've been honored to be a part of this team for the past few years.
Woo! I am Steve Redinger, Key Staff Product Designer on Masters of the Universe. I have worked on quite a few of the Origins collabs, some of the upcoming movie, which we're very excited about. I also as editor on many of the mini comics. Thank you for being here.
Hello everybody, I'm Sam Pack. I see a lot of familiar, friendly faces, so it's always good to see you guys. I do the Origins line, most of it, and I'm really happy to be here and to see all old friends. So yeah, let's have a good time.
Hey everyone, I'm Lawrence Pacrumbum, Senior Packaging Engineer for Motu. This is my first time doing a panel at Comic-Con, so I'm really excited to be here.
And I'm Angela Beck, Senior Director of Global Brand Marketing for action figures at Mattel. I've been on Motu for the last 5 years, and it's so exciting because it's also my first time being on a panel.
I love that. We'll try to make it as painless as we can for you both. Thank you for being brave and being here. All right, folks, 2022 was a big birthday for He-Man. But this year, we're celebrating She-Ra's 40th anniversary. Sam, I'll toss this one to you. Can you walk us through the figures that the team created to commemorate this incredible milestone?
Yes, so we are doing a 40th She-Ra to celebrate her birthday. It will be the cartoon collection She-Ra with a soft goods cape and newly sculpted hair. Just want to also mention that it's got a little bit of a translucency to it, so it's got a really cool effect. We are also getting a cartoon collection Swiftwind. Fully articulated with the wings and a lot more articulation in the legs. So yeah, we're really, really excited about that. Yeah, she's also got these really cool blue effects on her weapons, and she also sets it apart from the cartoon collection She-Ra that was at mass retail. So yeah, we're really excited about this. We're really happy with how the set turned out.
That's awesome. That's beautiful. As we wrap up the anniversary celebration, is there anything else that we maybe haven't seen yet, or any final surprises that you can tease?
So, not a surprise, but I just want to give a shout out to our friends at Mondo. You may see down at their booth a beautiful 1/6 scale She-Ra and Swiftwind, also for sale, that can be sold individually or as an exclusive set. It has amazing accessories and an amazing poster. So go check them out, show them some love. We have a lot to celebrate in the world of She-Ra for this 40th anniversary.
Woohoo! I already absolutely love these figures. Lawrence, can you tell us a little bit about the packaging and what inspired that design?
Gotta admire the artwork done by Earl Norem on the image of She-Ra and Swiftwind. We love this art, and we wanted to bring that to life in packaging form. So you'll see there's a 3-part package. You got the outside with a slip cover of details of Crystal Castle with the gem of the 40th anniversary. Inside there is the pack out of Swiftwind and She-Ra with the Sorceress and Crystal Castle behind it and the back insert. And then lastly, a battle scene with She-Ra and Swiftwind.
Oh, that is so cool. That's awesome. It looks great.
And just a little clarification, this is what you will see on Mattel Creations dropping in September from Mattel. So very excited to bring this to life.
Yes. All right, now you may have already addressed this, but just in case there's anything else that you wanted to share about it, Angela, is there anything else that you wanted to share or reveal about the collaboration with Mondo, or did we cover it?
I think we got it covered.
Okay, we got it. All right, so let's go ahead and talk more about some collaborations, because Motu's done some epic collaborations from WWE to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Stranger Things to Thundercats, and so many more. Let's go ahead and Angela, what is your approach when you are looking at other brands and partners to collaborate with for the Motu line?
We have so much fun thinking about what we can do next and what will be new within the world of Masters of the Universe. I think that we've had a lot of incredible partners over the years, and they're all rooted in that childhood nostalgia. We really want authenticity and brands that were part of shaping people's childhoods just as Masters of the Universe was. So that fandom and love is what is the starting point for a lot of what we do, and it shapes what we do next. So at the end of the day, we want to do things that make us happy and bring us joy, and then of course bring that joy to the fans as well.
It's nice when you have fans behind it,
Absolutely,
right? Like helping to create this.
100%. Yeah, and our Origins iconic squatty body form factor is such an incredible canvas for so many collaborations. So we've obviously put out a lot, and I think that there's a lot more room for more.
Awesome. Maybe we'll tease some more of those. We'll have to see. Damon, what is your design philosophy on collaborations?
Multi-layered, right? Because I think when, as a designer, you immediately start thinking of what's the cool look. You know, how do you bring these two brands together, whatever they may be. But I have to almost stop myself because I just start, oh, how about this guys? How about that guys? And even start sketching. Hold on, let's stop. Let's give ourselves a foundation. Let's give ourselves something to build on. And so what it comes down to is like, what is a story? Why are these brands coming together? What is the connective tissue besides being cool stuff? So we oftentimes just take a pause. Let's let that energy just percolate a little bit more, and let's find the reason why, and then that reason why informs how we design, and so there's a purpose behind it. So it's not just random cool stuff. Let's give it a purpose to that cool stuff. That's just the general like pause. But it's hard because we're all so excited, right? Like it's working on ourselves, right? Like it's like we have to just moderate. Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yes, I love it. All right, last year we teased the Masters of the Universe and Thundercats collaboration, which is just now hitting retail, and the fan response has been absolutely phenomenal. Steve, what was your favorite character from this collaboration?
Thank you, Trisha. I think so. Thundercats has been a passion of mine ever since I was a little kid when nothing was on demand, and I was fortunate enough to watch an episode when I got home from school. So working on all of the Thundercats has really been a treat. I think probably the most challenging and my favorite one that's come out is the mashup between Skeletor and Mumra. I love being able to, pose them out in the Eternian gear and have my pristine Mumra, but also be able to play out the Skeletor theme as well.
Just one quick shout out to Steve, I'm gonna embarrass you. This guy built his own sort of omens. Like he's a fan of both brands through and through, and I hope that you guys can see that passion through his work that you can see on the other side of the booth.
Awesome.
Hey.
It's all right. It's all right. We can tell personal stories and secrets all day on this panel. I'm okay with that. Okay, Steve.
Multi-layered, right? Because I think when, as a designer, you immediately start thinking of what's the cool look. You know, how do you bring these two brands together, whatever they may be. But I have to almost stop myself because I just start, oh, how about this guy's, how about that guy's, and even start sketching. Hold on, let's stop. Let's give ourselves a foundation. Let's give ourselves something to build on. And so what it comes down to is like, what is a story? Why are these brands coming together? What is the connective tissue besides being cool stuff? So we oftentimes just take a pause. Let's let that energy just percolate a little bit more, and let's find the reason why. And then that reason why informs how we design. And so there's a purpose behind it. So it's not just random cool stuff. Let's give it a purpose to that cool stuff. That's just the general like pause. But because it's hard, because we're all so excited, right? Like we're working on ourselves, right? Like it's like we have to just moderate. Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yes, I love it. All right, last year we teased the Masters of the Universe and Thundercats collaboration, which is just now hitting retail, and the fan response has been absolutely phenomenal. Steve, what was your favorite character from this collaboration?
Thank you, Trisha. I think so. Thundercats has been a passion of mine ever since I was a little kid when nothing was on demand and I was fortunate enough to watch an episode when I got home from school. So working on all of the Thundercats has really been a treat. I think probably the most challenging and my favorite one that's come out is the mashup between Skeletor and Mumra. I love being able to, pose them out in the Eternian gear and have my pristine Mumra, but also be able to play out the Skeletor theme as well.
Just one quick shout out to Steve, and embarrass you. This guy built his own sort of omens. Like this, he's a fan of both brands through and through, and I hope that you guys can see that passion through his work that you can see on the other side of the booth.
Awesome.
Hey.
It's all right. It's all right. We can tell personal stories and secrets all day on this panel. I'm okay with that. Okay, Stevie, and if you can't, that's fine. Can you share if there are more figures on the way in this collaboration?
There are. We have a wave 3, beginning with a reimagining of Lion-O. I always felt like, he should be, as king of the jungle, have gold Eternian armor. And this was a lot of fun to design the armor. As you can see, it harkens back to the Eternia play set, which I also had a hand in working on. Pretty big hand. And the colors are more subdued, which I felt like, we wanted to get a Lion-O out there that was more akin to what fans remember seeing on the screen when they originally watched them on TV in the 80s. Next we have Panthro. I think we nailed it pretty good the first time around, but what I also wanted to do was give him armor. He's not only the tech guy and the muscle for the team, but he has roots in being a ninja, right? So I wanted to give him some armor that was black and more discerning towards his ninja roots. Last but not least, we have Battle Cat Man. And some of you may have seen teased on, I believe it's Tiger packaging, a Panther in a human form. We have Panther Man, which his armor is akin to the green armor as he's seen on the original Panther. We've made him purple and given him a logo on his chest armor that is similar to what's seen as part of Skeletor's horde. So very happy to bring this all-new character, Panther Man, into the line.
That's incredible. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. I mean, Motu does so many excellent collaborations, and I know that there's even more in store. I'm going to toss this one back to Angela. What do fans look forward to in terms of future Masters of the Universe collaborations?
A very exciting collaboration launching on pre-sale right after this panel at 1 o'clock Pacific time. You can go to Target.com or Mattel Creations to pick it out. So let me tell you a little bit about this. I am grinning from ear to ear because this has been a labor of love. I want to say at least 2 years in the making. And it was one of those collabs that kept coming up in brainstorms again and again. It felt so perfect in so many ways, but we also thought that it just might not be possible. And that's why, when it became official, we gave it the code name Project Freeze, because hell has indeed frozen over. Two titans of the toy industry, Mattel and Hasbro, are joining forces and releasing a capsule collection, limited edition, Masters of the Universe and Transformers. Let's go! Oh yeah.
That's so cool. Oh, that's epic. That is absolutely epic. So yeah, Damon, tell us a little bit more about this as well. Can you weigh in on this one?
I can. This, like Angela mentioned, like, this was one of the things that we had kicked around, and it was like, there's no way, right? There's no way. Because we're fans, you know, even though they're, you know, competitors over there, there are also collaborators of ours, and it's amazing, you know, when Hot Wheels had their collaboration come through, we were like, maybe there is a path, maybe there's an opportunity. And once things did actually come together, it was like all right, let me take a step back. I've been blessed to work with some amazing brands, and I never thought Transform would be one of them, right? And so I'm thankful to our friends over at Hasbro for giving us this opportunity and to bring these two brands from the 80s, from my childhood, together. Sam and I immediately started, like, and this is where, oh, hold on, stop. But he couldn't stop ourselves. We had to do some sketching because what about this and what about that? And we went through different iterations of how the brands could come together. We had several different themes or applications of the brands, and ultimately we landed here using our squatty body that Angela referenced as being the what is so iconic to our brand, and we had to start there as our grounding, and then layering on elements of the Transformers. And man, all the different characters that we were throwing out, right? But of course we had to start with Megatron, right? Like Megatron and Skeletor. So Sam did an amazing job, absolutely amazing job, and so we're thankful, and our nerddom, our inner nerddom has been thankful for everyone involved. So yeah.
All right, Sam, can you walk us through these figures?
So here's some concept sketches that I was doing. What Damien was talking about, the directions we were going in. We explored a lot of overlays and how we can apply the themes to make a cohesive collab. So we were starting like, oh, should Skeletor be a Cybertronian, a Decepticon Cybertronian? Should he just have overlays of Megatron's armor and themes? So this is just kind of what we were exploring at first, and yeah, like David said, we landed on somewhere that we felt pretty good about. So next we have, you know, overlays and concepts of who could be cool, what could be a cool mashup. We had an obvious one, Buzz Off and Bumblebee. And the Orko and Bumblebee one, I was like, that could be kind of sweet, you know, because they're like the little companion to the big boss guy. But yeah, I mean, like Damon was saying, Hasbro was very collaborative. They were great to work with, and where we landed was really cool. So we'll start with Megatron Armor Skeletor. This was a dream for me because I'm a huge Mega G1 fan. So he's got his iconic fusion cannon that can transform into Skeletor's iconic Havoc staff, so you can display it both ways. We're moving on, okay. And Bumblebee, Man-at-Arms, we're giving him his iconic G1 pistol. He's got his Man-at-Arms mace, as well as like a removable face visor. Very reminiscent of Bumblebee's battle masks that we see in the later iterations. So yeah, we're really, really excited about these guys. I'm just like over the moon.
I just saw your shirt.
Yeah, I was looking at your shirt.
Your hat, and I just
I'm so stoked.
Yeah, I was looking at your shirt and I was like, oh man, it's coming, it's coming.
This is awesome. Thank you for walking us through this. I don't know that I ever thought that I'd see two such iconic franchises come together in this collaboration. So I bet that there's also something lined up really special for the packaging. Lawrence, can you tell us about that?
The teams, two of their favorite brands, Transformers and Masters of the Universe, The packaging had to come right, not one package, but 2 variants. The red version for the good guys and Decepticons, and the purple, or Autobots, purple for our evil warriors and Decepticons. And you'll see the little Easter eggs to make each variant their own. Inside the package, you'll see stats for each character, paying homage to the G1 Transformers package. And then if you go to the back, you'll see the beautiful artwork.
Wow.
Just like we do it on the Origins packaging. So full artwork of each character. Really fun to work on.
All right. Thank you for sharing all that. It looks absolutely stunning. And speaking of the Origins line, let's go ahead and switch gears for a moment and talk about what's coming next for Origins. Damon, can you tell us what is the new theme and what inspired that creative direction?
All right, so anyone who's walked our booth, you've seen the 2000X, the Mike Hill production version of animation. The thought here was, we've had our Filmation cartoon collection, which we're not abandoning, so don't think that we're stopping. That's going to continue in different forms. But it was, okay, what's new, what's exciting, and it's that Mike Young show is just amazing, right? The character designs were incredible. And the thought was, what has never been done before was designs based on that animation. So it'll be something new, something fresh, something the fans haven't had before. So that was the idea, right? How do we bring something new to the fans? And that was the idea behind it.
Yeah. And Sam, what would you say makes the 2000X interpretation stand out from the previous versions?
Earlier, these are more they're more reflective of what we saw in the cartoon, and that was kind of like a philosophy that we were trying to have as a through line for the entire 2000X line. So if you see these designs, they're head sculpts, put a lot of love into it. We will watch the cartoons and oh, it's a side view, pause. Oh, it's a 3/4 view, pause. And snapshot references and send it to the sculptors, and they did an amazing job capturing the cartoon likeness. And we're really happy about how they turned out, because if you look side by side, it's yeah, that looks like the cartoon. Yeah, so that was our goal, and I think we did it pretty good.
I would say so. Yeah, I love them.
I think so.
Now, Sam, since these are true to how the characters appear in the season, are you planning to adjust the height for the bulkier characters?
Yeah, so if you guys have been to our booth, we see Ram Man, Roboto, Clawful, and Beastman, and since they are bigger dudes in the show, we scaled them up to be in scale to the show, so that we have them as deluxe figures. So these would be our deluxe offerings. Yeah, we're trying to capture that mass, and just like the core scale, we want to be as close to the show as possible. So adjusting that scale was really important for us.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have already gotten so much amazing Motu news in this discussion already, so thank you all so much for sharing. We haven't even talked about the movie yet, though. Right? So, Angela, what can you share about the live-action movie that's coming up?
All of you had a chance to check out the incredible props that we have on display in the booth. The Power Sword, Havoc Staff. I know the Power Sword's getting a lot of love, as it should. I'm a Skeletor girl, so I love this Havoc Staff. It's like a work of art. And during the production process, I had the honor of flying to London on 2 occasions to visit the set, and I was just absolutely blown away by the scale and magnitude, but also the attention to detail. Everything was handled with such care, really paying homage to these 40 plus years of heritage and what we know and love about Masters of the Universe. So it's so exciting to see what it's becoming, and it's so exciting to think about sharing the love that we have for this brand that we grew up with the rest of the world, and also introduce it to the next generation of fans. So very, very excited about that. I am not able to reveal very much, but I do want to just give a nod to an Easter egg that some people may not have picked up on. So on Wednesday, we released the logo for the film, and it was gave me chills, because it is finally happening, y'all. I've been on this business for 5 years, and we've been waiting on this movie for many more, and it is happening. So it felt very, very real, and I'm so excited. It was great to see it with music and motion in so many different languages. But you may not have noticed that the last language in the video we used to launch it is actually a new language you may not be familiar with. This is Eternia. So this is a new written language that was introduced and developed for the film, and it's going to continue to be part of our lore moving forward. You will see it in little bits woven throughout the movie, and you'll see it come to life on our packaging next year as well. So very, very fun. Just a great example of that attention to detail and care that we are giving this film. So very excited for you to learn more in the coming months. I can't wait. I hope you're excited about what you've seen so far and know that the best is yet to come.
Angela, in terms of the written language, will there be like a resource online that we could go to see that, or is it something we're going to have to decode on our own?
I think we'll get there in time.
All right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you. Exciting update to share today. The Eternia's Choice crowdfund is making its triumphant return.
Ooh.
So, Damon, back in August, you announced the crowdfund postponement. What can fans expect moving forward?
So, Eternia's Choice is exactly that, in that we went to the fans to get opinions, we wanted feedback, and that's what we presented on the Snake Lair, right? And we received feedback, once we revealed it last year, that it might not have exactly met the expectations of the fans. So we took that to heart. We loved what we brought forth last year, but understood again that it might not have met those expectations. So we brought it back to the office. We spent a lot of time thinking about what it was that the fans were expecting and wanting out of the Snake Lair, and we were now. Someone's been on social today; they might have seen it. We have brought forth a new model that we hope, we truly believe does meet those asks from you guys. So hopefully we don't break it on the way out. We can show it to you here.
All right, so in addition to what you're seeing here, we've updated the sculpt, brought it how we feel more into the origin styling. We've updated the sculpting, the snake face on the front. I think first and foremost, we did scale it down so it's more in line with what fans would consider the right scale. You put your Castle Grayskull next to it, your Snake Mountain next to it, and they all feel like they live in the same universe. I'm not going to go over everything today. It's just a taste, a snack, if you will. But you can see that we've also gone to great lengths. Tweaking out the back, we still have the rotating snake head on the top. A little hint to Eternia with the Battlebone sculpt in the face of the rock. And I will open it up for you. So it's hinged, similar to Castle Grayskull. You've got a nice carry handle here. You've got opening doors, projectile launchers, and then going on the inside, we'll give you an idea of the breadth. Are you going to put down the panels? Okay, great. So we have expansion for. Do we have the bag of accessories? We can get Lady Slithers thrown out and put it on the dais there. We've got places.
Me like it. Oh, the Iron Lady, thank you.
Places for torture. Again, you can see the trap detail on the top.
You go medieval.
We have Lady Slither's throne. We have a trap door as before. Lots of stuff to put armors. We have a trap door to a snake pit, which will actually be able to grab the figures when they fall through. And of course, what Motu playset would be complete without a working elevator. So plenty of space to play and display your figures, and personally I think it's come along very, very nicely.
Steve, can you share a little bit more about the crowdfund tiers?
The first one coming up will be Lady Slither.
Ooh.
Sculpted here and decorated in her undead form. And of course, we need the Slither. She will come with an extra bone tail, which turned out awesome. You'll be able to remove her upper torso and put her on the top there. If you'd like to demonstrate that, Damon, that would be great. Yes, sir. The second tier is the priest, Pythonus,
Yes.
which I know many of you fans will be very happy to get. And last but not least, we have Lady Slither's magnificent steed, the Chimera.
Whoa.
The two-headed lizard beast that is her faithful servant. So like I said, that's just a taste. If you want to see more, please check us out at the crowdfund. We will be going over all of the exquisite details and features of this set.
Oh my goodness. All right, now Angela, when will fans be able to start backing the Snake Lair playset? And can you share the details about that?
So the crowdfund launches on August 1st, so you can get your sneak peek now and start planning your purchase. So August 1st, mark your calendar. For the first 2 weeks, we will be doing the early bird, so that's where you can get Lady Slither. The crowdfund backs at 6,000 backers, so that's what will bring it into production and make this dream a reality. Our tier 2 will be at 8,000 backers, and tier 3, which we know you all loved, will be at 10,000 backers. So we are really, really excited to bring this to the fans. This is Eternia's choice, and can't wait for August.
We have a fan question that I don't know if you're allowed to answer yet, and if the answer is no comment at this time, that is fine. Is there any pricing information available?
So it will be $300 US.
All right, thank you, and thank you for your question. Thank you so much to everybody on this panel for all of the awesome insights that you have given us. It's been a journey through the past, present, and future of Masters of the Universe today. You're amazing. From honoring She-Ra's legacy and unveiling bold new Origins designs, to crossing over with other pop culture icons, teasing the epic return of Eternia's Choice, and revealing a new movie, the future of Motu has never looked brighter. So again, a huge thank you to the amazing Mattel Creations and all of you here in the audience as well, watching along with us. Thank you so much for being part of this universe. And as Comic-Con and this discussion and this panel and Masters of the Universe is all about the community and us being here together, I'm going to ask everyone to raise your swords. Everyone raise your swords. Until next time, you have the power! Thank you all so much and happy Comic-Con.
Sí. Esta es una mega ultra chulada. Lo querían, lo hicieron más chico, ya lo tienen. Ahí está. Mira, nada más. Ay, por fin, en $300. 1 de agosto, ahí empieza. Vamos a quitarnos porque estamos hasta adelante. Ya tienen las primeras tomas. Se las vamos a compartir. Nada más, ahí está el Iron Maiden. Uf.
10,000 backers for the Chimera.
Can you imagine biggest weekend going into battle on this team?
Yeah.
Right? Like, no one's going to want to mess with it, right?
So did you guys, I have a question. Did you guys get inspired on the double-headed dragon?
Oh!
I'm so sorry. Did you get inspired?
He's got weak ankles.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I know it's like a mock-up. There's like the Imperial dragons that are like the double-headed ones from the 1980s that had the little
Wow. Esto está de locura. Me voy a quitar porque todos quieren aquí tomar. Ya lo ven aquí. Vamos rápido a editar.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to talk to
Súper cerca, que mega chulada. Ya me voy, ya lo ven aquí a detalle. Vámonos porque ya no cabemos. So already, this is amazing, but what will happen with the other prototype? Do you think it might be released sometime?
I don't know about that. It may just be in the archives. It may be hidden.
Even though this is amazing.
I like both of them. I like both of them.
Both in their scale and the whole things, they are absolutely great. But thank you so much, man. Thank you. Y en el mismo video vamos a hacer un unboxing prestado porque está aquí, se las vamos a describir, no me importa, lo que tarde, 2 horas de video, no importa.